So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric, and today's project is on a 2008 Volvo XC70. And basically, the issue is I'm having a leak somewhere from my washer fluid system. And as you can imagine, kind of pulling my hair out because there are so many places it could go wrong. So I'm just doing this to present it as I suspect it's probably more common where my leak has been found, and maybe it'll help you to start your project as well if you have a similar issue. I did happen to believe initially it was the tank, and I replaced it, and of course it wasn't that. And I will say right now I got my bumper off, and I did do the tank actually with the bumper on, but it was brutal because this one particular bolt you have to reach up from underneath, and it's almost impossible to get it in. So if you're going to do the tank, I highly encourage taking the efforts to remove the bumper. And one thing I want to mention is there's a Russian gentleman that has some excellent Volvo videos. He did the bumper removal. It's one of the few on there. It was excellent, but one modification I would suggest is right here, the connection at the top. It's hard to see, I'm sorry, I'm not a photographer, but these tabs from the bumper right there have a ridge underneath. So when that goes up on, ultimately his suggests he puts a tool in here and pries down and out, which actually I feel is probably not the best option, versus I recommend pressure up and just pull out by hand, because these tabs underneath right here, this little ridge is little, I don't know, 1/8" tab under there. I don't know if I can show you the picture's worth a million words. Yeah, it's tough. I'm trying to hold it. Maybe you can explode it. It doesn't look clear to me. The bottom line is, I just feel that because there's little locking clips right here, that those tabs go behind that piece, and if you're pushing down, it actually engages them tighter. So lift up and pull. I would pull out from here. Worked for me. Basically, undo this side first, pop it out. There's the connection point. And again, I'm just letting the video because sometimes you can figure it out yourself after you see what you're dealing with. But definitely that's an improvement that over putting a tool in and popping it out. I was really nervous of that, because you can imagine a whole bumper probably looks like have to be replaced if you break these off. They are relatively pliable. Definitely I wouldn't do this in really cold weather. These tabs obviously get much more brittle, so but they are forgiving, as I would call it. There's some flex in there, and I would just lift up somehow underneath, hand underneath, and pull it out that way. So back to the original issue, is what I found was on both sides actually. My tank doesn't go all the way low, but it leaks out very quickly. And this is I have the power washer. I'm really sorry about the photo here. I'm trying to just get this in just so you can get an idea. That's the power washer unit. Just a video again speaks for itself. And this tab right here, the blue tab, holds a nozzle on. There's a little nozzle here at this hose, which is what I replaced. The original one is a terrible design, in my opinion. It's more plastic, and it's this corrugated. This is kind of mostly plastic, this corrugated pipe that connects on there. I cut this piece off. That was on the end of that corrugated piece, like that, and it just pushes on to that nozzle. But bottom line is, my leak is it cracks. You can hear it clicking. I can't see it. I'm trying to hold the video. There it is. It cracks. It's a terrible design. There's not much flexibility. It's not rubber. I replaced it with actual vacuum tubing, rubber tubing. I'm going to go the old-fashioned route. May come back to bite me, but I don't think so. It's a pretty thick rubber tubing. It fit really snug on these nozzles. I don't know the inside diameter, but you can just get it at your local parts store. They sell it by the foot. So, and that connection is the same. It runs along the bumper, kind of right along the bottom of the bumper, just kind of follows all the way over and connects on the other side. Same situation. So, yeah, that's what I would check first if I were you, because it's unlikely to break along the middle of the bumper anywhere. There's a lot of lines. I had to get 7 feet of this tubing. I replaced all it from the other side to this side, and there's a Y piece right here that connects it to the tank, right underneath. I don't know if you can see it. There's a Y connection. One goes to one side, one goes to this one right here. So anyway, that's I would give that a first consideration, because it's definitely the weak link in the chain, in my opinion. Just a bad design on that I don't know why they use plastic, but anyway. All right, well, have a good day and enjoy your weekend. Signing off.